Well, good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? I hope you're doing okay. Wow. So yeah, today's the big day where Neptune goes retrograde. Wow. Well, actually, I was just looking at my mobile observatory, and according to it, with local time, it doesn't happen until tomorrow morning at 4:59. But either way, we're still in the pre-shadow. And wow, it has packed a punch like crazy. I was actually looking at my previous videos with dates and so forth with when, especially this fucking song started going through my head and everything. And yesterday it got really loud again. Oh my gosh, please. And it started about the same time that I had my big revelation, basically. Actually, it did start at that same time. I take that back. Yeah, a lot was coming out yesterday, and then a lot late last night. A lot of shit was coming out. My gosh. It's like, or even just yesterday, period. I'm like, where's all this coming from? I thought we put all this to bed, Put all this to rest. I mean, just tons and tons. I mean, it's like everything happened in the last year, things going all the way back to 6 years ago when I first started on my spiritual journey, and this and that, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. And of course, doing a lot of crying, and oh my god. Well, basically, if you do the AI search, Neptune is the ruler of the 12th house, which means about endings, which is a good thing, because then we can put things to bed, put it all to rest. It's about healing. And also the reason why with all the emotions is because Neptune, of course, is the ruler of Pisces. I was also reading that Neptune is about is about the unconscious, that I already knew, but also about self-sabotage, so be careful. That's why there's been warnings out there with this month, don't sign anything, because don't agree to anything or anything, because yeah, it's going to be an intense month. Not just with this retrograde, but there's also tons others. Also the reason why Uranus is sticking out at me. Uranus is not going retrograde, but he is the last of the outer planets that's changing signs. He's currently at 29 degrees Taurus. Is going to be moving into Gemini here soon, on Monday, actually. So, this is the rundown. And it's going to be in Gemini for the next 7 years. And the reason why they're making kind of a big deal out of it is because this seems to be when Uranus is passing through Gemini, that seems to be when revolutions happen. The Civil War, I believe the American Revolution, the French Revolution, World War II. Yeah, so this is when all these situations happen. They're not necessarily saying that we're going to be having some sort of cultural revolution, per se, like that. Oh, excuse me. But more internal revolutions. especially with Neptune being in retrograde right now, or entering, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. So, anyway, this is the rundown. Alright, well, you already know Uranus is sorry about that, Uranus is going to be in Gemini for the next 7 years. Neptune, like I said, goes retrograde starting today all the way through December 10th. Next week, after the full moon, which happens on the 11th, the 12th, running through November 27th, Saturn goes retrograde. So my apologies for yesterday's video. Ow! Excuse you. Yeah, talk about emotional. Biting your mommy. Then 5 days later, Mercury goes retrograde on the 17th. Let me see here if I can pull this up. It's not giving me the actual days. Okay, so the 7th I know is Monday. So, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So Friday, next Friday, Saturn goes retrograde. The full moon happens on Thursday. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is the following Wednesday. Mercury goes retrograde, July 17th through August 11th. Pluto has been in retrograde since May 4th and it ends on October 13th. And then end of the month on July 30th, running all the way through January 2nd, Chiron goes retrograde. So, those are the dates. The signs, I have to do this from memory. Chiron, Saturn, and Neptune are all in Aries. All about the first house, the self. Reason why I mention first house is because Aries is the ruler of the first house. So, a lot about the self happening. Mercury is in Leo, so we'll be going retrograde in Leo. Okay. And then Pluto is in Aquarius, so it will be happening it is happening in Aquarius. So check your birth chart to find out which houses are being affected. I checked my birth chart yesterday. Oh boy. Yeah, big time. Basically, and right now we're in a Mercury pre-shadow. So that can be a reason why you might be being affected also. And also, right now, I am very close to my Mercury line with my astrocartography chart. So, I was actually born close to my Mercury line, and now I'm back living by my Mercury line. Same line, actually. So, yeah. I know I'm kind of half asleep here. But anyway, Mercury, is right now hitting my 12th house. And it's going to be going retro in my 12th house here in the next week and a half, 2 weeks, something like that. Next couple of weeks, yeah. So, and of course, with with Neptune being the ruler of Pisces, 12th house, it makes a lot of sense with things that are being drummed up and so forth. Chiron, Saturn, and Neptune are hitting my ninth house, which is, oh shoot, I can't remember at this point. Honestly can't remember. Here, let me look it up. Oh, great. Now I've unplugged that. I'm trying to reach my book here. I don't care about this. Oh, here, I'm going to have to put my phone down. There we go. All right. Now I got my book. Ninth house is about the house of higher self-expression, or the higher self. So basically, higher studies and philosophy, expansion, exploration, very Sag sort of energy, basically. So, yeah, that's long journeys in other cultures, experience of the divine, so on and so forth. So, very spiritual journey. So that's why it's hitting my spirituality quite a bit with the pre-shadows. As far as Uranus is concerned, I know Uranus is hitting my 10th house, which is the house of the public self, mission in life, career, so on and so forth. So yeah, I'll admit that I'm kind of having, I don't want to say a crisis, but it's like, okay, why I'm getting hit in different directions as far as that is concerned. Pluto is actually hitting my 6th house, which is the house of service. So daily routines, nature, daily work, cleansing, things having to do with your pets, health matters. It's house of service and health, basically. So, and how you view yourself as being useful. So it explains, to me anyway, the reason why I'm getting hit in certain areas where I had thought that things were kind of being put to bed, being put to rest, or what have you. So, sorry. I would definitely double check, like I had mentioned in yesterday's video. Excuse me, astro.com is a really good one. You can also see where your Chiron placement is happening. I need to plug this back in. I need to get another cord. So I have 2 long cords. Unfortunately, my tablet doesn't hold a charge anymore. It's old. I bought it in 2018, so yeah, there we go. But yeah, I'm just like, wow, with a lot of things. And I'll admit, I was up late last night. I noticed a few people were that were doing posts that normally don't do posts in the middle of the night, especially at the same time that I was up, and it's like, So, but, and it's more than just the holiday festivities. So, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if something, and then on top of it, these same people were awake early. So, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if they were getting hit. So, but, yeah, this is packing a bit of a punch. So, if you're having some issues, I mean, don't be the least bit surprised if there's a lot of emotions that are going to be flying. Just kind of watch your step, with things, with people. Yeah, basically just like with my Wheel of the Year reading. All about getting to the heart of the matter. That's what it boils down to. So, anywho, I think I need to fix this cord. Give me 1 second. But yeah, I'll admit that man, I got hit hard last night. Very hard about a lot of things. A lot of cleansing work. At least I got rid of the damn song. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. I woke up this morning instead with another song. I did have another one that was playing through my head at that same time last night, which was not helping matters. But this morning I woke up, I felt like I actually slept for a change. At least I'm feeling like I'm a little bit more rested anyway. I did curl up and take a little bit of a nap yesterday afternoon. I didn't work again. Have to get back to work today. I think she'll be alright as far as the fireworks are concerned. I think she'll be okay. It's a lot quieter here than what we used to deal with all the time out there. Out there, they would have already been setting them off last night, and yeah, it's a lot quieter here. But I did notice yesterday quite a few vehicles towing boats, so that kind of tells me that most likely a lot of people probably have left. There'll be people around still, and they'll be setting off some fireworks, so forth. But I think she'll be okay if I go out. She's a lot tougher than what she used to be, too. But I've got to get back to work. And it wouldn't matter if it's today or tomorrow. Fireworks will most likely be set off both of these 2 days. But I think it's going to be a lot quieter. Not like what we dealt with all the time out there anyway. Yeah. Yeah, right. So, anyway, I thought I would post this video with all the dates and what they're hitting. Yeah, the 2 websites you can go to that I find to be the best, especially when it comes to showing or doing the overlapping of the current placements, the current transits of all these celestial bodies, is astro.com and also astro-seek.com. So those are the 2 that I recommend. You will need your you will need your time and place of birth, so pull out those birth certificates if you can. If you don't know where your birth certificate's at, don't know your time or place of birth, at least with the time anyway, just to put in, well, you're still going to need to know it to find out the houses. So, pull those out. I was going to say, you could at least put in 12 o'clock p.m., but never mind. If you want to find out the houses, you're going to need to know that information. Accurate information anyway. So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, this is definitely packing a punch. That's all I can say. But I'm finding that the best thing to do is just to stay away from people so I don't blow up or something. Because I know I would be right now. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah. My sweet baby. I know. Did you have a chance to say hi? Say hi. I guess what it's boiling down to is finding out what I've learned over the last 6 years. It's a good way to look at it. Because, I mean, with what I was experiencing last night, it was going all the way back to when I started this spiritual journey. And that started 6 years ago. Yeah. It's a good way of looking at it. Finding out what I've learned over the last 6 years. I've had a lot happen, let's face it. Yeah. We sure have. We've been through a lot. We sure have. It's like, wow. But anywho. Yeah. I should let you go. Alright. Alright. I'll talk to you later.